Welcome to another episode, everyone. Yes, indeed, it is absolutely up for sure. Hoover Gumby just lost total control on Crip Mac. Crip Mac dissed Hoover once again on 607 Unc's podcast. 607 Unc was talking to him on the phone. He dissed Hoover. Some other dudes was on the phone dissing Hoover. Gumby has had enough of these individuals on the internet dissing Hoover. And I mean, now, it's bad. I tried to fast forward some of this stuff, and I don't even want to play some of this stuff because Gumby has lost it. He's threatening to take Crip Mac out, calling him all kinds of names. I'm trying to be careful. They keep giving me strikes for stuff like, some of this the bullying and harassment and all this. Be careful too, Gumby. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are the police, bro, but he's pissed off right here. People are sick of Crip Mac. I approached this not long ago, and I asked you all the question. Hey, you think people go for Crip Mac continuously dissing people's hoods on the internet and this and that? Is he in danger, or are people just going to give him a pass and look at it like, might be a little slow or whatever, just take him as a character and not take him serious? Well, we had an answer. We have the answer right here. People don't care anything about him being a character. They're sick of him and his antics on the internet and dissing hoods and all this, at least dissing Hoover. Check this out, man. I tried to fast forward you. This is for entertainment, information, and educational purposes only. This is for information, educational, and informational purposes only. This here video. All right? Disclaimer.
Just wait, Crip Mac. Just wait. Just wait, nigga. You want to be disrespectful? We gonna be disrespectful. French fry ass nigga. Buster ass nigga. What we want to do? Nigga, boy. I've been trying to be a better me, you know what I'm saying, a better person, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I'm saying, make sure that the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, doing all the right shit, bro. But it's busters like this, bro, that make a motherfucker come right back to doing some dumb shit. This nigga's a straight hoe. Every motherfucker he done ran across from Hoover, he done got whooped on. Tell him why you ain't from Fadu's Hoover. Because you couldn't make the cut, you buster. The nigga couldn't make the cut. Nigga don't fuck with no retards. This nigga's a straight hoe. On my mama. This man is a whole clown, bro. Everything about this dude is a clown. The way he don't even talk like that in real life. This dude is a buster. You know what I mean? He had his mom on no jumper crying behind his sorry ass. Cause she know that motherfucker gonna blow your brains out. She already know what it is. She know. You not even no real gang member, nigga. You not even no real gang member. You're a mascot. This nigga's a whole mascot. Mascot. You ain't never did nothing to no Hoover nigga talking about you waiting to catch the death penalty. You buster. Shut up. You don't even got no gun.
Hey, Gru, you said his mama was on?
Yeah, she was on no jumper crying about his sorry ass. Straight buster. Straight buster. Nigga, the homie was finna cut this motherfucker tattoo off his forehead, and the nigga ran to the police. Tell him about that, Crip Mac. We can be disrespectful on this motherfucker if you want to, you buster ass nigga. He's a straight mark, nigga. On the gang, nigga. Hoover out, you buster ass nigga. I can't wait for you to get caught. Nigga, boy, I can't wait for this nigga to get caught. You know what I mean? He ain't nowhere on 55th Street. He ain't in the 55th alley, because niggas be through that motherfucker. Nigga, you niggas don't hang out, nigga. You niggas don't hang out. I'm from the 90s, nigga. I'm from the 90s, nigga. You know what that mean, nigga. Come through, nigga. See what happened. Come through. Buster ass nigga. You's a mark, nigga. As soon as a nigga catch you, nigga, just where you laying at, nigga. On God, you mark ass nigga. Everything out your mouth is disrespectful, and you's a buster. Straight buster. I don't know, nigga, you like, nigga, you ain't want to fight yet, Crip Mac. You ain't want to fight yet. You ain't, nigga, this nigga start gangbanging at 25? Nigga, you's a mascot. Nigga, stop playing, bro. You gonna cause a lot of destruction in your community, bro. You keep on playing, nigga. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on. He think he's safe out there in motherfucking IE, bro. He think he playing. Niggas, you not even on nobody's radar because you are nobody. You just a internet personality, bro. But the disrespectful shit you got going on, bro, as soon as a nigga catch you is where you gonna lay at, you bitch ass nigga. On my kids, nigga. I ain't lying. On my kids, nigga. You's a mark, nigga. You don't like it? We can do something about it. Drop your low. Drop your low. I bet you won't. I bet you won't drop your low. I drop mine. On Hoover, I will. I bet he won't. Straight mark, bro. Straight buster. Straight mark, bro, of the year, bro. This nigga's a whole mascot. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. You know what I'm saying? Nigga gonna have to have a whole power about this, because nigga, as soon as nigga catch you.
And Gumby is upset because he just listened to a phone call. He's about to play that phone call where, again, Crip Mac was on 607 Unc podcast, not in person. They were on FaceTime. But 607 Unc had the phone to the mic. You can hear everything. And as I said, Crip Mac is steady on there, talking about Snoover this, Snoover that, HK this, HK destruction. Some other dude get on there talking about Snoover, just straight dissing the hood. You know what I mean? Just, these dudes on the phone and on the internet with this stuff. And there's a lot of different gang members on the internet in LA. This is why a lot of individuals, of course, are saying LA is looking bad because some of the stuff that goes on the internet as it relates to individuals from Los Angeles, California, as of late. And, to be on the internet and with all of these gang members on the internet, no one is dissing each other's hood. Just recently, we know that Tiny Menace from H-Ray Gangster disrespected the Pueblos. He apologized for that. I didn't cover that. I almost did. I started to, but I ain't cover that because he was dissing the hood. I ain't want to play somebody dissing somebody else's hood on the internet. Even though he had apologized, I was, of course, going to play his apology too. He was defending young Aunt Hefe. He was going at it with Project Bo, and they were going back and forth. So I just decided to stay out of that. I didn't play any of that. Some of the other stuff Aunt Hefe has had going on, and with Shady A. And Baby Shooter and No Jumper, I started to get into that and some of the stuff that happened there. I just decided to stay away from all of that stuff the best that I can. And my views have suffered because of it. But that's okay. But with this situation, because it's just a lot of drama, and a lot of this nonsense that's going on in LA on the internet. So I said, let me start trying to back away from some of this stuff, man. But with this right here, I did want to cover it, to get Hoover Gumby's message out there, if you will. I didn't want to play the part where he dissing hoods and all that. I'm not too privy, or I'm not too great with technology yet. I'm learning how to blurt certain words out or whatever, because I'm going to need to be doing that sometimes, just for my own safety too, if nothing else, with YouTube and all that. Nevertheless, he's upset because, as I said, Crip Mac called in and he's saying all of this stuff on the phone, on the internet, and people do not take Crip Mac serious in LA, like that. I mean, I don't know about his homies like that. I don't think so, though. A lot of different gangs certainly do not, and just take him as a character, sort of a joke on the internet or whatever. That's on the internet it went viral and he's doing this stuff on the internet. Nobody takes him serious as a gang member. But at the same time, people are getting upset. They're not going to continue to let this individual run around just dissing, just dissing their hood. People done die for this. You can call it what you want. It's gang banging, it's nonsense. Or Gumby too old to be worried about this on here, going at someone as old as Crip Mac, who's half his age. And Gumby somebody's granddaddy, don't need to be on here gang banging, talking like this. That's the same thing people say about me, about certain stuff. I'm somebody's granddaddy, don't need. But you can't tell someone how to feel. That people grew up in their hood, they love their hood. Whether you feel like it's right or wrong, if you're not a part of their life, you may not understand. People are just clearly sick of this individual getting on the internet, saying certain stuff. Really only dissing one hood, and that's the Hoovers. And he's doing it everywhere he go. And he's going on these podcasts and doing it, and people are letting him do it on these podcasts, and that shit's about to come to a halt. These podcasts and all that's allowing this stuff, thinking that thing's sweet. I don't know what y'all thinking. People been discussing this stuff behind the background. Another reason I've stayed out of this stuff. But you have to be careful, man. I'm getting involved now because I would want it to end, differently than it could potentially end. With a lot of these situations that's going on.
You think you safe in the IE with that ugly ass fat Mexican bitch you got. That nigga stay with a fat Mexican. A buster ass nigga. Straight hoe. Swear to God, nigga. The neighborhood should be ashamed of having you around, nigga. They should be ashamed to even have you claim it. Man, stop playing, bro. I know some real neighborhoods, bro. And you're not one of them, bro. You're not one of them. You'll never be one of them. You call yourself the 55th Street General. That's only because it's only 5 of you motherfuckers. It's only 5 of them left. Nigga, stop playing with the gang, nigga. You gonna see how we treat motherfuckers who play. You buster ass nigga. I can't stand this little retarded motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on this motherfucker, you got Spody Face, you got 600, you got fucking a Baby Runner, you got Munchie B, you got all these dudes on the internet, bro. And they all being respectful because they understand that what you see on this internet, bro, you know what I'm saying, shit can go, you know what I'm saying, sideways at any time. You feel me? So niggas is being respectful. But this the only clown who feel he gets some type of power by just being disrespectful. And you ain't never done nothing to no Hoover nigga. You so buster. This nigga so much is a buster that he got Hoover spelled out without crossing it out. That mean you was a buster. It's wrote out in crayon on your forehead, you buster. Man, stop playing. Baby Snap, bro. Stop playing, nigga. Man, look, I've been trying to be a kinder, gentler me, you know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying? They've been saying I was too aggressive and this, that, and the other. So I kind of like bagged up a little bit. But I see these motherfuckers don't want that. You know what I'm saying? This nigga keep playing with my gang, nigga. Keep playing. Keep playing. C-Mac, nigga gonna catch you. You gonna lay right there. You the biggest buster from neighborhood. And that's in reality. You not even like that. You a nice ass nigga. And everybody know it. Everybody know it. You's a nice nigga, a nice big old teddy bear ass nigga. And you got the nerve enough to be disrespectful. You mark ass nigga. Soon as a nigga catch you, nigga. Soon as I catch you, bro. Soon as I catch you.
Teddy.
Soon as I catch you.
Teddy
Swear to God,
bear.
on my kids. Soon as a nigga catch you, nigga gonna make it.
No, Gumby, he's not worth it, bro. He's not worth your life. He did a lot of time in prison. You know, Gumby done fought the death penalty twice. But I understand the anger. I understand the frustration. Really, as I said behind the scenes, this is how a lot of people are feeling right now, if I'm being honest. I can't speak about everything on the internet, obviously. But you have to be careful. I know a lot of people, you know, think LA is soft and certain gangs are soft and all of this, listening to this nonsense on the internet that's been going on. And, you know, you'll be totally mistaken. There's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. A lot of stuff that don't even come close to making it to the internet. There's 2% of the stuff that goes on in LA that's on the internet, man. Trust me. If that, I mean, it's a lot of stuff that's going on. You have to be careful, but individuals are upset, as you can see. We're about to see him calling in a 607 Unc Crip Mac. This is what sparked all of this. And just dissing like he's been doing forever. And you may say, well, he's been doing this. Well, people just ain't said anything. Nobody's going, this is not an internet game. No one is going back and forth with him on the internet about this. But as the homie said, as Gumby said, and go check his channel out. It's called Checking Ain't Cheating. Hoover Gumby, Checking Ain't Cheating. And this is the young homie right here as well, AB Tron, that, you know, be assisting Gumby on his channel doing the lives and all that. Shout out to both of those individuals there, man. And, you know, it's going to come to a head. A lot of the stuff that you see on the internet that's making LA look bad and this and that, it's going to all come to a head soon. Trust me. That's another reason I'm trying to get out of the way. But I still have to do my content. I'm still going to keep you all posted on what's going on as best I can without revealing too much, you know. But there's some stuff going on about some of the stuff that's been going on the internet and all of that. You know, a lot of conversations happening behind the scenes, and some things have already transpired actually, and they're destined to continue until some of this stuff gets straightened out. But it's, you know, jeez.
An example out of you. Watch. Who is Dubs? They said Dubs went in on the homie. Who is Dubs? I didn't check that out, man. You got to send that in, man, so we can check that out, bro. On Hoover, though. Buster ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. He can go get this to him, Betty Snaps, and probably.
That's what it say right there. Easy Eat Ruthless left a comment to Gumby. Said, Gumby, you see Dubs going at Damian Porter? Yeah, I didn't even see that. I'm in a fighting mood, though. Shit. Let me check it out. I'm ready to squabble. I'm fighting back with everybody right now. I'm tired of being silent. It's up. It's summertime. Everybody take cover. But no, I don't think Dub said nothing about me. I don't know. That's what they comment. Let me go check it out. Shit.
3 other motherfuckers. Them the only motherfuckers nigga gotta worry about from 5'5", bro. Them motherfuckers like 5 or 6 deep, bro. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Nigga goes to y'all alley and just hang out. Just hang out in y'all alley. Matter of fact, when we go next time we go through there, I'm gonna take pictures all in y'all alley. You buster ass nigga. I dare you to come on, Cody. 97. It would take just come through, nigga, and say you there, nigga. I guarantee you gonna make it back. You buster ass nigga.
Right here, ain't nobody trusting companionships, right? So you and
On gang, that's right. You violate, we demonstrate. You buster ass nigga.
For about 2 years since he's been locked up for 2 years and a half.
so he hit that?
Huh?
He hit that?
No.
Oh, there's a Crip Mac I gotta check. He always act like he hit shit. I want to check.
I haven't got a sex change yet.
Oh my God! Oh, so you hit Crip Mac?
That nigga's a disabled, handicapped gang member.
You gonna put it up at 5'5"?
No, I mean, I told him
He probably let you with his gay ass. That nigga the retarded, man. I can't stand that motherfucker, bro.
Probably see is some kid with him.
Straight buster. Straight buster.
What?
Nigga, just wait.
You neighborhood, huh? You hear me? All that. Yeah.
But in St. Louis is different.
That was the phone call right there.
No, nigga, this. So hold on, you telling me Crip Mac crazy off camera and on camera?
No, he's really like that.
He's really
No, he's not,
crazy.
bitch. Quit lying. Whoever this bitch is, she lying. He done got you fooled. That nigga's a clown. Buster ass
Crip Mac. I don't even think you know Crip Mac. Let them know I'm the real 5'5". I'm 5'5" Crip. We gonna call Crip Mac, man. We gonna call him and see what he got to say because I don't know. Yeah.
Yes, I got it. Oh. Do what you want, post shit. I got it.
Hey, I got you right here. So we're on the podcast. Hey, do you think that? So nobody believes that I know you. Let them know how I know you. That I have a mental illness. Let them know, Crip Mac.
Yeah, you have a mental illness. You're mentally ill.
Listen to this
At the same time, you speak your mind, but you're mentally ill and you don't take your medication.
What is your biggest op, nigga? Why you act like I don't know you, nigga? You know I love you. I'm from 5'5" too. This 607 op, not the pump, nigga.
607 op, you're from 107, but you claim you're from around 60.
I'm from 607 Hoover. I'm from both.
There's no such thing as 607 Hoover.
It is in St. You gotta go to St. Louis.
Yes, 607. Yes, it's in another state. We on 55th Street. Like ass nigga on the phone.
Nigga, you ain't on no 55th Street. Quit lying, you buster. You ain't been on 55th Street in 55 days, you mark. That nigga ain't been on 55th in 55 days, you mark. That nigga's a straight hoe, bro. Oh, my kids, bro. This nigga live in San Bernardino, bro. Think he's safe. You gonna hear that little knock on your door, nigga, and it's gonna be all bad for you. You mark ass nigga. Straight buster, bro. Straight buster. You ain't never whooped nobody from Hoover. You ain't never, ever. Who you done whooped from Hoover? Name them. Name one nigga you done whooped from Hoover. We can name about 15 of them that whooped you. Remember when you was in jail? Remember when the homies finna cut your motherfucking, that tattoo out your forehead and you ran and knocked on the door for the police? You thought nigga didn't know about that? Bro, you was a straight hoe, bro. As soon as a nigga catch you, I prompt on my kids, nigga. As soon as I catch you, nigga, it's that, nigga. It's that. On Hoover. It's summertime. It's supposed to be hot. It's supposed to be hot outside. Gang shit.
On the internet.
No, nigga, listen, I'm from 607. I'm rolling. I'm neighborhood too.
Man, look.
It's a banking app called Current with a bunch of useful features, right? The one I like the most, you get the access up to $750 before you get your paycheck, right? Meaning you can get the money before you get your paycheck if you approve, right? They got the bill card, right? Listen, they got a lot of features that you can use, right? Listen, and you can get a free.
Look,
Come on, man. You don't love me.
If you neighborhood, huh? You hear me? All that. Yeah.
But in St. Louis is different. Gang.
In St. Louis is different, but you come to LA, you in LA, it's different. You gotta go by the phone.
I grew up around niggas from Rolling though. I grew up around neighborhoods though. I got neighborhood on my stomach.
Where you at now? You out there in St. Louis?
Are you finna come get me?
Hey, I'm trying to team up with 55th Street Alley. Trying to team up with you.
Y'all trying to come get me?
55th Street Alley, huh?
No, I ain't trying to go to
Bitch, you ain't been in the 55th Street alley. Man, I can't wait.
I'm for 5'5", man. I'm for 5'5".
No, it's the 55th Street Alley.
I'm not trying to go to no alley.
You gotta pick your motherfucking side. That part. It ain't that part.
Fuck French fry, you buster ass nigga. Soon as a nigga catch you niggas. All right, just wait. Just wait. Go hang outside, you busters. Go hang outside. I'm Hoover, bro. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. They not
I'm
outside.
tired of this shit.
Real talk.
I'm tired of it, bro. Like, you got real gang members. This nigga's a mascot, y'all. This nigga's a whole mascot. He ain't never done nothing to no Hoovers. He ain't never done nothing to no Hoovers. He didn't got abused by the Hoovers. That's why he's sitting up here talking all this bullshit, knowing you's a buster, knowing you's a mark, knowing you's a mark. My nephew Jap beat you up in jail, made you put all the H's back in your mouth. Jap is from Hoover. He whooped that ass, huh? He whooped your ass, huh? Oh, he started dissing it every day for 6 months. Nigga, get a nigga right for 6 months. You buster ass nigga. You see the star on the hat. Nigga, ain't no other game harder than that. Nigga, on Hoover though, bitch. You know, we taking on the whole world, nigga. You know that. You know that. You didn't make the cut. That nigga went down to the 50s, bro. That nigga went down on 58, 56, trying to hang out when they whooped that nigga bad, bro. They chased him up out of LA. He had to go to Houston, bro. He tried to go to Houston to gang bang. The homies out there whooped him out too. Nigga came back and you was finally accepted by the 5'5". Bro, stop playing, you buster. You's a mark, bro. I wouldn't even allow you to even be from our gang, bro. You wouldn't even make the cut, nigga. We got 15-year-old niggas, bro, that's out there with bodies, bro. You ain't got shit. You ain't got a body. You know what I'm saying? You love fat Mexican bitches. I used to like fat Mexican bitches when I first came home from jail. But other than that, nigga, you sorry. Straight hoe, bro. Let's get to these comments, bro. See what the homies talking about.
Out here, nigga.
French fry.
Hey, you know what it is. Hey, you on the internet with that J-Cat shit, You gotta stop that, homie. You hear me?
Come on, homie.
You gotta stop that J-Cat shit,
Man, y'all pressing me? They pressing me.
Hey, don't. Hey, I fuck with you though. That part right
Come on, stop playing with me.
That St. Louis shit, that 607 shit don't stand out here, nigga.
It do.
You're running 60 or you're a snoozer.
I'm from 607 Hillside.
Y'all nigga gonna beat your ass, bro. I swear on my kids, nigga. Wherever you get caught at, nigga. On my kids, nigga. On my kids. As soon as you get caught. I don't want nobody crying about this clown ass nigga. I don't want nobody running to the police talking about Gumby said that he gonna do this to this bitch ass nigga. None of that shit. Don't go blabbing, nigga. Cause as soon as a nigga catch your ass, nigga, your ass is gonna lay right where they. Man, my boy Smack, man. Shout out to Smack, man. Shout out to Smack. Hey, Smack, man, nigga on this nigga Clown Mac, bro.
Okay. Oh, man. Sheesh. I'm going to leave it right there. He goes on and on for a while. The live goes on for a minute again. This is the homie, Hoover Gumby. Checking ain't cheating. Check out the channel, 716. And clearly he's had enough of Crip Mac, as have many other individuals. People just don't bring it to the internet. It's not an internet thing. It's not an internet joke. He's making it into that. Crip Mac on the internet, laughing, then turn game banging. People talking about LA looking bad and all that. Probably really starts there. He got on the internet and went viral as a gang member. Now every gang member has a podcast, of course, you know, and everything that's been going on since then. But it makes sense that it would happen in LA, if anything. It's Hollywood. It's where LA is at. Hollywood is where everything is at. TMZ. This is where the media is at. So people talking about LA individuals on the internet making LA look bad. That's because this is where everything's at, and this is where everything starts at. At any rate, let me know what you think in the comments. As we can see, Hoover Gumby is clearly upset. I'm gonna talk to him myself if I can, or I can, and tell him, you just be careful what you say on the internet, because these dudes, they not playing fair. I understand them being upset though, and that's what happens. You get it, and then people get this, and they say, "Oh, these dudes in LA just talking. They looking bad, make themselves look bad on the internet, going back and forth." It's just because this is where it started at. He's doing this on the internet, Crip Mac, and so people have tried to catch up to him. So he's just giving them a message on the internet since they haven't been able to catch up to him. Yeah, bro, you're doing too much and you need to stop with all that. It's no longer funny. It's no longer people just taking it just Crip Mac, just being Crip Mac and this and that. And you disseminating these antics to the world, and you dissing people's hoods while you're doing this. Enough is enough. Not going to be giving you a pass because you're not all there or whatever. You're supposed to be a general. You turned up and you got this whole character going on the internet. I mean, I don't think anybody really believes it. Anyone someone who's not about that life, someone who's not in the culture or in the gang culture or whatever, still can look at him and see, no, this is, he in straight character. You got the blue rag and he looking crazy and demonic. And some of the podcasts, and I play ball for real. No, ain't played no ball. You ain't played no ball. You got, and everybody just been letting this stuff go because, like I said, just on the internet, you just talking, it's just funny, it's just a character, and everybody from other states is looking at him and laughing and this and that. But as I said, behind the scenes, people are upset about it and have been upset, a few individuals. I'm just going to leave that there. And now some of it is just coming out. And a lot of this stuff is coming out, as we can see, as it relates to the culture, the gang culture in Los Angeles, California. We see individuals dissing hoods back and forth now. Somewhat it has happened. That's not a prevalent thing because, as Gumby just alluded to, what you doing and saying on the internet can cause a war, beef between individuals and hoods and all that. So, as I said, Tony Menace had dissed the Peblos, but he apologized for that. Not saying that everybody feel how they want to feel about that. Not saying that the apology nullifies what happened. I'm just saying he did apologize about it because they're cool with the Peblos, the H-Ray gangsters. But people sometimes lose their cool on the internet. Gumby pretty much just did that. He's and he's dissing 5-5 neighborhood. For those who may be wondering, when he says French fry, with all due respect, that's what he means. French fry is how you diss the 5-5 neighborhoods. And so he's saying that. It's how you disrespect your hood. So he's saying that, because Crip Mac is here on the phone saying what he's saying and doing and saying what he's been saying on the internet, dissing Hoover, for years now, and no one has really come out and dissed him back on this because it diss his hood or diss 5-5 neighborhood, diss any neighborhoods or anything like that. Because then nobody's trying to play these internet games. This dude playing all these games, as he said, there are other 4Extra, all kind of dudes from neighborhood that are on the internet. They're not dissing people's hoods. Because who does that? And it's not a game, and it doesn't matter where you at. If you stay in the IE in San Bernardino, whatever, man, no, that's not going. No, you got to be careful, man. So now, okay, I guess I would say, he's been warned. Basically, it's been put out there that people don't like these antics, bro. People don't want you out here dissing their hood on the internet no more. Gave you a pass for 10 years. That stuff is over. You just been warned, basically. People don't want you out here dissing their hood on the internet anymore. That's it. Now, you can take this and say it's a joke, and everyone else looking at it can say, whatever, ain't nothing going to happen. Or he can do whatever he want to do, and this, that, and the other, or that's stupid, it's gang banging and all that. And some of that is true. It's gang banging culture. And some of it, of course, it makes no sense. We're trying to get rid of all of that. But while it's still here, you have to be careful. You have to be respectful. While people are still representing their gangs and believing in their gangs, whether you agree with that or not, then you have to be respectful. You have to be careful about those gangs because if not, you're putting your life in danger. That's just the bottom line. So he's been told right here, right now on the internet, hey, man, you're doing too much, not feeling that, not playing with you. Gonna holler at you, bro. Not playing, gonna go live on you when we catch you. Not playing with you. So if he comes back and still continues to do it, as if he said, whatever it is, what it is, and as he said, don't cry, don't be upset when things start going all bad. You got to live with what you do and say on the internet. We all do. You have to stand on it one way or another. It's not worth risking your life to diss somebody's hood. This is how you feel and you play and you really like that, then be like that in the street. Get off the internet with all of this nonsense. There you go. It's being called out now. As we can see, the homie is upset. He's not happy about it. And that's just that. And it's mandatory. I got whatever he own, I'm on. I got my homies back, bro. Whatever he on, I'm on always. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to be on nothing. Particularly with this gang banging stuff. We trying to, we want a better way for the youth. We want to do better with our, with this other generation that's here now. We want to pour into them and get them out of these situations that they are in. But as I said, right now, still, people are involved in their games. Gang banging is still here. It is alive and well. It's just watered down, but it's still here. And since that is the case, then you have to be careful with how you communicate or disrespect these gangs. That's me, that's anybody. I'm not about to get on the internet dissing nobody's gang. I'm just not about to do it. I'm cool because I know better. I know better. No matter what, I can apologize, whatever. Some people are going to still take umbrage to that. Some people are not going to be willing to let that go. And they'll remember this for years to come. I mean, people are that serious about their game. No way. That's something that you do not want to make a habit of. That's something that you do not want to do. But I'm actually from LA. Born and raised. So I know these dudes that's coming from everywhere else and people that's everywhere else and then all these other stations thinking everything is sweet in LA, they don't know. They don't know. I do. And I know that it would be asinine to get on the internet and diss someone's hood. I've dissed someone's hood before, but I'm always right there in their face. I diss their hood and then I go up. Where you from, bro? What you with, man? Fuck you. Bam, and get off. On the internet, though, no. Let me know what you think in the comments. Shout out to Hoover, Gumby, and AB Tron, the homies. 607 all this playing y'all doing on the internet. Crip Mac going to sit down on these podcasts, dissing these hoods, and everybody just laughing and joking. And y'all heading the podcast and thinking it's funny. Trust me, it's all going to come to a head. You got to stop this stuff. Stop it fast. Stay safe and stay free, people.